Well, hello everyone. It is Wednesday and it is time for our free virtual card class. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm just trying to pull you up on my phone here so I can see your comments. There we go. Oh, gotta turn that down. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. We're going to have a lot of fun today. I have some really adorable cards planned for us. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. So I really hope you enjoy it. We are featuring, or I am featuring today, the Darling Dinos. Super cute stamp set. I think you'll really enjoy it. So let me just turn you down and we will get crafting. All right. So, like I said, Darling Dinos. We're going to be stamping with this, and these are the dies that you can order, or you can order the stamp set alone. So the dies, I haven't put them in my little holder yet. So the dies, they die cut out all of the little dinosaurs, and we're going to do a little bit of that today. And we have, let's see here, there's like a little egg that they can come out of, little hats, flowers. Here's one of the dinos. So we're going to use that. And we are also going to be using this really pretty designer series paper. So this is the terrific Toadstool designer paper. I'm sorry, Toadstool Gardens. My bad. This is a pack of paper that you can get for free with Bration. So with any kind of $60 order, you can pick a Bration item for free. So just very rich, vibrant, deep colors. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So we're going to be using a lot of this paper in our cards today. Isn't that pretty? Like little snails. They're cute. All right, so let me put this on the side, and we are going to get crafting. So here's our stamp set. Let's put this on the side here. All right, so our first card. We have some balmy blue. I did go ahead and I did some of the stamping and die cutting ahead of time, just for time's sake. But there's plenty here for me to show you how to do it. All right, so we have our balmy blue. We're just going to fold this in half. Just like that. Then I already cut out some of the designer series paper. This piece is from our beautiful Boken designer series paper. So there's a lot of pretty papers. This is a new designer series paper. So we're just using one sheet out of this pack. So I had already, like I said, pre-cut it. So let's attach. So thank you for joining me. I see I have several people already watching. That's amazing. I love it. So please, in the comments, let me know that you are here and where you are from. All right, so there's our first step. Now I have a piece of the regular basic white. And we're just going to put this on the side because that's going to go on the inside of the card. All right, so I have already cut out a bunch of little squares. So I have some in black. And I have some in white, and we are going to stamp our dinos on the white. So I have a piece of scrap paper here so that we don't get ink all over the desk, because you know me. All right, so we're going to grab our first dino, and we will use just our black, our tuxedo black. Now we're not, I know you're thinking, the stamp is way too big for these pieces of paper, but we're only using their heads-ish. All right, so here we have this guy. Stamp him there. Just like that. We'll clean him off. And we're going to go on to the next dinosaur. Does anybody know the names of these dinosaurs? I'm hoping you do, because I have no idea. Alright, so we'll put this one right up about here. See, and we have the scrap paper so it doesn't get all over your dolls. And the other dinosaur. So just juice that up. And again, we're only doing the top portion. Right about there. There we go. Clean this off. All right, so we'll just put our black on the side. Cover that up so I don't wear it. All right, so we'll turn these around so you can see them, and we're going to color. So you can use your markers, or you can use your blends. I'm going to be using the blends. So we're going to start with this guy. Alright, we're just going to color him in nicely. Yeah, I am due for a new marker. See, this is the Granny Apple Green. This is the light. Yeah, I need to order a new one. I think I've used this one pretty much. It's almost gone. Alright, so we're just going to go around those little circles. Get the head. Now when you're using your blends, you don't want to scribble back and forth. You want to lift it and just try and go one direction. And the reason for that is you don't want your tip, because the tip, it's like a little brush, you don't want it to fray. And then you'll have some rando pieces and it just won't look right. And then we have to get the back of the head here. Yeah, I really need a new marker. And that's going on today's order. Alright, so we have that. Now, I want to grab light melon mambo, and I'm going to use the pointed tip. Some people call it the bullet tip. I'm going to go over some of these little spots. I'm sure dinosaurs weren't green and pink. But these are. All right. So there is one little dino colored. Now we're going to color the next one. Oh, we're going to use the same marker, except we're going to not color spots on this one with this color. So you don't want to press super hard. You just want a nice light touch. Just go around these little spots. And just his little face. Alright, now we're going to go in with a different color. So I think I want to go in with the light pumpkin pie. Again, I'm going to use the bullet end. Finish coloring him in. So which markers do you all prefer? Do you prefer the blends, or do you prefer the regular markers that Stampin' Up! Offers? So I guess I like both of them. With the blends, you can obviously do what it says. You can blend the color a little more. With the other markers, with the, let's see, let me pull these out. With the Stampin' Right markers, you can actually take the markers and color your stamp, and then you can stamp it down. So I suppose you could do it with the blends as well, but it's not going to show up as much. All right, so we have one other dinosaur to color, and we are going to make him blue. So we're going to use light balmy blue, and we will color his little body. Okay, so here we go. Almost done coloring this little guy. I have to turn him so I can get as close to the line as I can without going past it. It just spreads so nice. Oh, get his little nose. And so let's see here, we got a little more on his body to color. And then we will get to coloring his little spots. All right, so I think before we do the spots, I'm going to take the dark balmy blue, and we're going to color his little, I don't know, what would you call these on a dinosaur? Those little bumps. Probably should have paid more attention in school. All right, we're going to finish this guy. There we go. Now we need to color the rest of his body. So I'm going to take the light granny apple green again, and we'll color in his spots. These little dinosaurs are just adorable. So cute. There we go. We got his belly all colored in. Now he is good to go. So we need to add one more thing onto this guy. So the stamp set does come with balloon stamp. And now here is like the string portion of it. Oop. There we go. So we're going to stamp the string for the balloon. And let's see, I think we'll put the balloon behind him. So we'll go off just a little bit. There we go. Oh, I gotta clean this. There we go. And where else do we need balloons? Oh, I shouldn't have taken that off the block. Silly me. All right, we'll put that back. So I'm also going to need a balloon string. Let's see, we want to do one probably right. Oh, okay, I guess we'll go there. So I already touched it. There we go. And then the other little guy, we're not going to put anything on for the balloon string. All right, so that took a little while. Well, that's all right. So let's move the scrap paper on the side, and let's start attaching some of our pieces. So I'm just using the Stampin' Seal. You could use liquid glue or any adhesive that you have. I like the Stampin' Seal because it's an instant dry. All right, so we'll take one of these little guys and we'll just center it on our black. So it kind of frames it out. we go. So there's that one. And we'll frame this one out with the black. There we go. And Dino number 3. Perfect. All right. So now we want to add some dimensionals to these. You can, again, put as many as you want on here. I'm trying to stick a little bit towards the center because they're going to overlap a little bit. All right, so we will take this little guy, we can put him here. Excuse me, I'll put this one up here. And then we have this one here. Okay, so this one tucks there, this one goes over that one. What do you think about that? I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so let's grab this guy. We'll take off the little bits there. We'll turn it. So we have a good approximate as to where they're gonna go. All right, and then we still have to finish these guys up, so we're not done. We're not finished. This kind of looks like little snapshot, little pictures. You know how some places you can get like those little cameras and they pop out a picture right away? I think that's kind of cool. We'll go this way. All right, so now I have already cut out and colored some balloons and a little teeny tiny little hat. All right, so we'll start with his hat. I am going to use liquid glue for this. All right, so we'll add his little hat because I may need to slide it around a bit. There we go. And now we need some dimensionals on our balloons. So flip those over. Well, hello, ladies. I see some more people have joined us. So I hope you have your lunch or your coffee or whatever with you, so we can have some fun and you can just sit and relax. All right, so we have our little balloon string here. So we're just going to kind of line up that balloon so it kind of comes off the page or off the little square. All right, this one we will put over here, so off of this one. It's like that. Now this orange, the pumpkin one, we're going to hang on. Oh, you know what? I forgot to add the little bow tie. I see it laying here. Come on, glue. There we go. So we're going to add his little bow tie. Oh, geez. Add his little bow tie. There we go. Just need to swoosh off some glue there. Perfect-ish. All right, so let's see. Here's the lid. All right, now we are going to stamp our sentiment. Now this one, you need to be patient with yourself when you're doing this one because it's a 2-color stamp. All right, so we're going to use our Granny Apple Green and we're going to go to the very edge. So all I want, and I'm going to set this down, all I want is to color in the roar, the word roar. So we're going to juice that up. All right, so that's nice and juicy. Now we're going to take our black, and I'm going to turn my stamp, and we're going to get the rest of the sentiment. So I hope this works. It worked on my sample, so there's that. All right, so we have some good coverage. We're going to huff on it to re-moisten the ink, and we will stamp. All right, so there we go. We got that. All right, so let's attach this. Let me close this first. And we're going to get some dimensionals. We have to have our dimensionals. Actually, we're going to put them like right in here because I want this to fit right in between these little photographs of the dinosaurs. Okay, so I'm just going to put this right about here. There we go. And now I had already stamped in Versamark and I embossed in white. Okay. So we're just going to snip the edges. And we will grab our seal. And we're just going to lay this one flat. So happy birthday. So if I were to give this card out, I would most definitely restamp my sentiment, only because it didn't quite get covered with ink. All right, so then we have to add our other balloon. Okay, and we will put this, let's see, where can we put this? We'll put this here. All right, and then I have a Stampin' Right marker. Now this is a great marker to use for scrapbooking. So I'm just going to draw a little line, and it looks like we have a little line there for our little balloon. Gosh, I'm like fighting for words today. All right, so then we will grab some embellishments. And now these are the Sunny Day Iridescent embellishments. Super cute. All right, so we are just gonna grab a couple and we're just gonna scatter. We'll do the yellowy, orangey, pumpkin-y. All right, so I like my sample better. So here is card number 1. Super cute. All right, we're going to put this on the side, and we will go on to card number 2. Card number 2 is a lot of fun. It's a different kind of card. All right, so we have our piece of designer series paper that I showed you. Super cute. We have a piece of granny apple green. So I had already scored this side of the card. All right, try and do this upside down again. So we will go ahead and attach this. We're going to use our seal. Nice long strip. A little bit there, and one in the center. All right, so we will just attach this to our card. And now this is going to be the actual card. So if you're running low on cardstock, you can always use this quick design. So it's just a piece of cardstock. This is trimmed out. And I cut another piece of cardstock in the same granny apple green. I scored it right in the center. And we're folding this in half. Grab our bone folder to make that nice and crisp. And what we're going to do is we're going to attach it right here in the center. Okay, but before we do that, we're going to build on this. All right, so we have some little dinosaurs, we have a rock, some rocks here, and I used the same die cut to make a little cloud. Here's our dinosaur already cut, and she's got her little balloon. Okay, so I also have a piece of pumpkin pie, and this is going to layer right on top. But before we do that, we need to pull out our blends. So I have this other piece of white cardstock, and we're just going to put that right in the center. But before we do that, we're going to stamp our sentiment. So we're going to use that same stamp that we used on the other card. Okay. So we're going to grab our Granny Apple Green and juice that right up. Now we're going to juice up the whole stamp this time. Okay. We're going to put this towards the top. All right, so that was good. Now we are going to grab a sentiment that says happy birthday, because we're making some birthday cards here today. So I need a block. If I were a long block, where would I be? Here we go. All right, so it says happy birthday. We're going to do it in a different color because we have the Granny Apple Green, we have the pumpkin pie, so we're going to pull out our pumpkin pie. And you're going to stamp this right in the center as best you can. There you go. So you could have attached this in here, but if you made a mistake, then you have to try and rip it apart, and I'm sure you don't want to do that. So let's grab some adhesive. And we'll put this right in the center. So you still have plenty of room here to write a little something. All right, now we're going to take this and put this right here. And we're still going to build on this. So let's grab our seal. All right. So we want to kind of center this. Just like that. And then we're going to kind of use these little wiggly lines on the designer paper to kind of straighten it out ish. All right. So this is where we're at so far. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take that white paper, and we have our scrap. We're going to grab our balmy blue, and we're going to take a blending brush, and we're going to go right on the pad. Don't freak out, right on the pad. Now, when you do this, you want to start on a piece of scrap paper first. If you start right on your paper, you're going to get a really dark, deep impression. So you want to start off and start swirling, and then swirl right onto your paper. All right, so we're just going to get that nice and covered. You can go ahead and re-ink if you want. I think if I just keep rubbing, it will be just fine. There we go. Now we're going to do the same thing, but on the other side. All right, so we're going to use our Granny Apple Green. So I'm sure you can kind of see where I'm going with this. So we have our sky on one side, and now we're going to put some grassy color. So juice this up. Again, start on your scrap paper and go right into it. There we go. Didn't need a whole lot of that at all. So then what I'm going to do is, when I'm done, I'm going to go home, rinse these off in super hot water, add a little bit of Dawn dish soap, and then I just take my hand with the Dawn dish soap and the hot water and just rub, and it all washes off. Okay, your brushes are still going to be a little stained, so when you go to reuse them, you want to kind of use the same color family. So like this one will be for like blues or greens. This one can be for greens and yellows. but you kind of want to keep scrubbing and rinsing until you get clear water that comes out. So that's how I clean mine. All right, so we still need the green. So this here is going to go here. Now we are going to use, let's see, I need this. I need the little string. Whoops. A little balloon string. So this little guy is going to go about here. I need to grab the stamp for the grass. All right, so here's the stamp for the grass. I'm just going to randomly put some grass in different places. It might get covered, it might not. All right, so we got that, and then we'll do a little grass down there. And we'll see how that works. We can always go back in and add a little more grass. So we're going to grab some dimensionals and put them on the back of our little dinosaur. Okay. So now he or she, I don't know what she wants to be, or what she is. I'm gonna go with she's a little girl. So we are going to actually take and color her little nails. There we go. So cute. There we go. So she is absolutely beautiful. All right, now I need to stamp in my balloon string, okay, because we're going to have that balloon. So we're going to go behind, so probably like right about here, just like that. So you're just going to kind of play with your stamps and get them to do what you want them to do. All right. So now we can take the little bits off the back, and we will put her like right about here. All right, so I stamped the balloon and I colored it in with the light pumpkin pie, and then I had taken some Wink of Stella and I put that over the balloon. So I'll go right about there so you can kind of see. Can you see the sparkle? Can you see the shimmer? Super cute. All right, now I'm going to close this. We are going to grab another dimensional because we need a dimensional for the rocks. I'm just going to use one. And we'll put that right around here. There we go. So the grass is coming out from behind the rock. And then I use that same die, the exact same die, to create a cloud. All right, so I'm going to grab the one dimensional and put that on. So I'll put that right about here. And then we're going to take our Wink of Stella and go over the cloud, just to give it a little extra zhuzh. We'll go over our balloon again, make it extra sparkly. All right, isn't that cute? All right, so let's attach this to our pumpkin pie. So just flip it over, put some adhesive on. All right. So I think I'm getting a little better with assembling these upside down for you. All right, so we got that, and we're going to flip it over again and put some adhesive on the back of the pumpkin pie. And we'll put this right on the front of the card. All right. So here is card number 2. Oh, you know what? Almost, not yet, not yet. We need to add some bling. Have to add the bling. All right, so there's one. Let's see, we could use the bluish color. And you know what? Let's go for the pink. There we go. And here is card number 2. All right, so let's move that on the side. Close my pad before we get to the next card. Now, just to let you know that I do have an ordering special for this card class. So you can get this card class for free. Super easy to do. Just simply place an order in my online store for $35 and I will send this 8-card kit to you for free. I don't know how you're going to get 8 cards for free from Hallmark, so I'm just throwing that out there. So the ordering special is you place an order on my online store for $35. I will send you the card kit for free. It will include all the card stock. It will include your die cut pieces. It will include the designer paper and any of the die cuts that you need. You will get a full tutorial with all the pictures and directions. So you will get that as well. Should you place an order of $60, you will get the free card class, plus you will get to pick a free celebration item. So if you loved this designer series paper, that's one of the items that you can pick. In order of 75 or more, you would get the free 8-card kit. You would get to pick your celebration item, plus I will send you an embellishment. It may not be the exact ones that we use on the project. It depends on availability. But you will get an embellishment that will coordinate with this class. So there is that. All right, on to card number 3. So here's all the bits and pieces. All right, here's our Melon Mambo, and I had already gone and scored it. Now we need to cut the small side on an angle. Okay, let me grab my paper trimmer. All right, I have already marked it where it needs to go. And in the tutorial that you will receive with your card kit, it gives you all the dimensions as to how to cut the card. Okay? So don't think, oh, I'm not going to be able to do that. Yes, you will. Okay, so that side is cut. And we are also cutting a strip of the designer series paper in the same way. Okay, so we're going to put this on the side. I don't need that. All right, so let's see here. Where's my marking on this one? There's my marking, and I believe it goes this way. All right. So it's trimmed out just like that. And hopefully, if I measured right, it will all line up. If not, that's why we got a paper trimmer. All right, so we are going to fold just like that. And then we are going to fold on this side. Now, it looks like I do need to trim this edge just a bit. So let me just trim that real quick. I'm just going to take a little tiny bit off. All right, so this is how your card will lay out. We'll open this way. All right, so here we have that designer series paper that we trimmed out. And let's see here, I got to change the angle just a tad. One moment, please. One moment. So right there. All right. So let's see here. All right, that works better. All right. So we are going to take our bone folder and crisp these edges down, just like that. Going to do the same thing on this side. And now we're going to take our designer series paper and attach it flat. So you're going to grab your Stampin' Seal. Whoop. And then we will just attach it right here. Alright, and again, in your tutorial, I will give you the dimensions on how to cut that. Alright, now we have this other really pretty piece of designer series paper. This is going to go just on the front. So we'll grab our adhesive. Oh, come on. There we go. Fantastic. All right, here in the center. Isn't that pretty how it just all coordinates? I absolutely love it. Now we need our piece of basic white, and that is going to go in the center. Now you can go ahead and choose to stamp something on it. I'm just going to put that right in the center here. There we go. So this is how it looks so far. Alright, so I had cut out an arch, and you will get this piece in your kit. Alright, so we have that, and then we have, I had already die cut out using the designer series paper. I cut out using the rock, what am I thinking? The rock die. So I cut out some extra pieces here, and I used the floral or the green side. So we have that. And then I have another cloud that I use that same die. And we're going to stamp our dinosaur. So let's get him on a block, because we are using his full body. We can use the black. Make sure he's all nice and juicy. Alright, and I have stuff falling over on my desk. I don't know why. Oh, jeez. These are just not wanting to cooperate here. Alright. Alright, put that on the side. We're going to stamp our dino, because we are going to cut him out. And we are going to stamp a little hat, because he needs a... Oh, well, that could have went better. Okay, good thing these acrylic blocks are strong, because I just dropped it on my floor. Alright, here's his little hat. Take the grass off. And he needs a little hat, and I need the black again. Where did it go? Here it is. Get that juicy. And we'll just put that right there. Again, we're going to color, and then we're going to cut them out. Alright, so let's see. We will color in our little dino. So we're going to use the light Fresh Freesia for his body. And then we'll use the light Melon Mambo. Okay, so we will color his little spots first. Please type in the comments. Let me know that you are here, and let me know where you're from. I like seeing all the different states where I have viewers. I think that's so awesome. Alright, so almost done with those little spots. And now if you wanted to make these cards a little more masculine, you can just change out the colors. So you don't need to have the pinks and the purples. You could use blues, you could use tans, you could use greens. I think anything would really work. All right, so we're gonna color in the body. Just like this. You wanna go one direction. Ooh, kind of went out of the lines there. That's all right. Use the bullet side for this. Such a tight little spot. There we go. So we'll grab the other side. And we'll finish coloring him in. Yeah, so there is another designer series paper. It's the plaid one. I think it's called Perfect Plaid, if I'm not mistaken. So you could use that to make the more masculine cards. So I think it's Perfect Plaid or Perfectly Plaid. Beth, I see that you are watching. Do you know offhand the name of that paper? Well, if you are still watching, if you could just drop that in the comments. All right, so now we are going to die cut him out. So we're going to grab our Stampin' Emboss machine. This is the little one. So we have layer 1, we have layer 2. Now we have our little paper. And where did I put the dies? Where did the dies go? Alrighty. I were a dino die. Seriously. Where did they go? Alright, those are my markers. There's this. Oh, they were under my paper trimmer. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Alright. So we need the dinosaur, and then I need the little party hat. And I'm going to grab some sticky notes. So when I'm working with dies, I like to grab a sticky note. So it helps hold it. Okay, so we're just going to turn this so you can see a little more. So I line him up. And then we're going to take the sticky note. You're going to attach the sticky note to the paper that you stamped on, to the die, and just right over like that. Okay, so he should not move. I'm going to grab another sticky note. Oh, and just a heads up, I tried this with dollar store sticky notes. Don't even waste your money. They did not hold. That's what these are. These are my dollar store stickies. You might have more luck with it. I am not having a whole lot of luck. So I like to use, like, what is it, the 3M brand. And you could use washi tape. I found when I used washi tape, it kind of stuck to my image that I wanted to die cut out, or it sticks to the dies, and I didn't want that. Alright, so our dies, we're going to put them away right away before I lose them. I really need to get them put on my metal, my magnetic folder. Alright, so I'm going to take these out of here, and we will go ahead and put this, we will assemble the rest of our card. So what we're going to do is take some adhesive and put some adhesive on the back of our grass. And we'll do the next one. All right, so I want to have my dino. It's like you almost need 3 arms sometimes, you know. So he's going to go like that. So we will put one like right here. And our dino. Oh, we didn't put adhesive on him. Oh, goodness. All right, so let's get our adhesive on. All right, so tuck that back under. Get back under there. There we go. All right, we'll add more grass. This one will go under his tail. And this one we'll just add another layer of grass. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll put that right about there. All right. So we need to stamp our sentiment. And I probably should have done that before I started gluing all this other stuff around on it. All right. So I'll take that off. I don't need that. And I want to grab my Melon Mambo. Alright, so here we go. Put that just right in the center. Just like that. Clean this off. And let's put the rest of this all together. So now I need to add a little bit of glue for his little hatch. Just going to use a little dab of liquid glue. Now remember, the liquid glue, a little goes a long way. So you don't need a lot. All right, let's flip this over and we're going to attach it. Now, when you're attaching this, you want to make sure that it is being attached only on one of the flaps. You can pick which flap you want it on, but I think you want to have it on the smaller flap. All right, so I'll put our adhesive on there like that. And then we'll add this right here. We'll try and center it. There we go, because you want your card to still open. All right, so I do have a little cloud here. So I'm actually going to attach this one with a dimensional. Put that right on the back. Oy, it's running away. There we go. I'll put that right there. Because he's so tall, his head is up in the clouds. We're going to grab our Winkostella. We're just going to color in our cloud. Spread some of that sparkle. Everybody loves some sparkle. And now we have to grab our embellishments. All right, so let's see here. We will grab, I think we'll grab some of the Melon Mambo. One there. Grab a smaller one up here. And one more. Let's see, I gotta look at it the right side. Put one there. All right. So again, if you were wondering, these are the Sunny Day Iridescent Dots. So if you're looking to get some really pretty, colorful embellishments, this is it. All right, so here is our third card that we made. Now on to our last card, and now, oh, I don't want to show you the card yet. All right, so we need all our little bits and pieces. Here is our basic cardstock. Going to fold this in half. Now this is a very simple card to make. All right, get that glue off of there. All right, so now we have some pieces here. We have a piece of the basic white that's 5¼ by 4. And we're just going to add some adhesive, and this is going to go right in the center of our card. All right, so that will go just like that. Again, you could stamp whatever it is you want on there. All right, so next, our next layer is the Designer Series paper, still from that same pack of the really bright toadstool paper, the Toadstool Gardens. So we're going to attach these together. All right. There we go. And then we will attach that flat onto our card base. Excuse me. Well, hello, ladies. I see some more have joined. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are enjoying these cards. These were super fun to make. Really fun to make. All right, so we have a piece of white. We are going to grab our scrap paper, and we're going to do exactly what we did on the other card. Okay, so I probably still have some of the blue on here. So we're just going to put some blue towards the top. Oh, let's see. Press a little harder. Rub it a little longer. Come on. Okay, I think I need actually to add a little more ink off the scratch paper and onto the paper we want it. A little more. Alright, so you can see the blue building. Alright, now we're going to grab the green. I should have plenty on here. Yep. There we go. I'll close this up and we will stamp the rest. Alright, so the sky is going to go up. So I'm going to try and do it so it makes sense to you so that you can see it the right way. Alright, we need our little dino. Put our dino on the block. Alright, lay the stamp down, pick it up. Okay, but I picked it up a little crooked. There we go. So let's grab some of this black ink. Just like that. Alright, so we'll put this one right about here. Alright, I probably should have moved him down a little bit, but that's alright. Alright, so we need to grab our sentiment also. So it's, you're the best. Put that at the top. There we go. Clean that up. Now we need to, I could use that block. Now we need to add our little strings for the balloon. Okay, so they are going to come off of his tail. There's one. And then we'll do, it'll kind of go off the edge of the paper. There's that, and now we need to stamp a flower. There's a really pretty flower in this stamp set. So we'll grab that. Alright, I'll put the little flower right here. Super cute. And now let's color this up just real quick. All right, I don't need the black anymore, so I can move this. Cover it up. All right, so we are going to take our light gray granite. All right, and we're gonna color him in. Color in the belly. And we go around his little feet. And we'll go around the little dots, little spots. Alright, we'll go back down, finish up down here. So again, if you didn't want a gray granite dinosaur, you can always color him in whatever color you would like. And if you wanted more masculine, you could just tone down the colors to some more muted colors. You get the little nose. So I will finish this up. Alright. Whoop, way out of the lines there, but that's alright. Alright, so let's grab some dark melon mambo and we'll color in his little pokey things. I don't know what you'd want to call them. Oh, a really juicy marker. And then I think we'll color the toenails. Some fingernails. Why not? You don't have to. I am. I think it's fun. Alright. Now I will grab some of the light pumpkin pie. And we'll color in the spots. Just like that. And then we'll color part of the flower. So if you are new to Stampin' Up, just to let you know, with their designer series paper, on the package, and I'll show you real quick, they do tell you exactly what colors come in the designer series paper. So if you look, it gives the name, and then right below it, it tells you all the colors that they use in this really pretty designer series paper. So they give you the color for the stems, the leaves, the little mushrooms. Again, this paper is so pretty. All right, let's grab our granny apple green. We need to color in some leaves. This is a really juicy marker too. All right, now we just need to color in his little tummy. So I'm going to use the bullet end of my Daffodil Delight. Color in the belly. Alright, so now what we're going to do is attach this to our pink, to our Melon Mambo. Up. It's going to be a tight fit, and it doesn't matter if you're off a little bit on this because what we're going to do is we're going to create some grass. So you're going to take your scissors and just snip. You can go as deep, as skinny as you want. You're trying to create some texture to your card. So the little snips can be on an angle. The trick is you don't want to go all the way to the end, and you don't want to cut into the previous cut. Otherwise you're going to have some naked spots, bare grass. Almost there. So you're kind of making like a little fringe. I think that's the word I'm looking for. All right. So then you're just going to kind of jazz it up a little bit. You're going to kind of bend them. You want to be careful so that they don't rip out. You're just going to kind of separate the little blades of grass that you just cut. All right, now we're going to grab some steel and put that right on the back. So we got that part covered and this part. So your kit, you will get the piece of grass. You will have to trim it out yourself. So we'll go to one edge all the way to the bottom. Right to the bottom, and then we're going to trim. So there's a little extra. All right. So then once it's on here, you can kind of bend it up and play with it a little more. That grassy kind of look, the messy grass. All right, let's attach it to our card base. And then we'll finish this card up. There we go, just like that. All right, so now we need to add our balloons because we have the little balloons that are tied to his tail. I'm going to grab some dimensionals. Just one per balloon. I don't think you'd even be able to add more than one. Unless you're using the mini ones. Then you could probably add more. All right, throw that one on there just like that. Then we'll grab some of our bling. And here we go. So we are going to grab one of these and put that right in the center of that flower. Super cute. And we'll grab one of the peachy ones. Oh, put that right there. And then one right in the center there. All right. So here is card number 3. Super cute. All right, so these are the 4 cards that we made. Let me just lay them out here. Let's see here, put them up here. Try to get them all laid out so you can see them. So you can get this card kit for free. You will get to make 8 cards. So you will get to make all of these. You will get all the supplies that you need to create these really cute cards. So to get this card kit for free, simply place an order at my online store for $35 and you will get the 8 card kit for free. If you spend $60, you will get the 8 card kit, plus you will get to pick a free Bration item from the Bration catalog. Okay. Oh, you can't see that. Let me just put that up here. All right. If you decide to spend $75 or more, you will get the 8 card kit. You'll get to pick an item from the Bration, and you will get a package of the gems. And I'm going to try to be including this pack, but due to availability, I may have to pick a different embellishment, but it will still coordinate with your cards. All right. So I just wanted that little disclosure out there. So I hope you enjoyed the cards this week. I will be popping on